This is the same car that we always rent when I come here. I didn't tell Yohan that I had 10 suitcases, but I feel like he should have realized that I was moving here.
Danielle. This woman is so fascinating. So let me get this straight. She knows that Yohan always rents the same car from the same friend every time she comes there. But she also knew that she was going to be coming and she was going to be bringing 10 suitcases. And she just assumed that Yohan would have known that she was going to bring 10 suitcases because she's moving there. I mean, listen, what is this bloody February thing? Anyway, so this is my beef with this situation, okay? Coming from a man's perspective. And I've been saying this for a very long time. And this is what I say generally if I'm talking to someone new. I always say that, listen, never assume that I know what is going on in your head. Never assume that I'm going to do certain things. You are better off just telling me. Because if you assume, then there's a chance that I'm probably not even going to figure it out or even going to think about it. Why? Well, because I've got other things on my mind that I've got to do. You know what I mean? I've got a YouTube page to run. You know what I mean? I've got this and that to do. Yo, on the other hand, he's got a business to run. He's got a family to look after. So to be honest with you, I just don't understand why there are some women in this world who think that a man should just know. Don't get me wrong, there are situations when a man should know if it's based on something that is based on your personality. You know what I mean? He's known you for a while, whatever. And, you know, is he supposed to know what to buy you for your birthday? Or is he supposed to know, you know, what time he should be picking up the kids or whatnot? Is he supposed to know that you're going to be home late that day, so therefore he should offer up to do this and that? That is a different conversation, 100%, right? Okay, cool. But if you know that this man has been getting the same car every time you come there, and then you don't tell him that you're bringing 10 suitcases out of common courtesy, what the hell? Like, legit, all you gotta say is that, obviously, just so you know, I don't know if the car that you usually get is going to work, because unlike most times, I'm actually gonna be bringing quite a lot of suitcases with me. I think right now I've got about 10. So please do, you know, think about getting a bigger car. Because let's be real, it's not like every single person that actually ends up moving in 90 Day Fiancé, when they get picked up at the airport, most of the time they don't get picked up with a big car, because a lot of the time people don't bring that much luggage, you know what I mean? They bring very little. So to be honest with you, I just don't see what the issue is with her just letting him know. But this is the problem with Danielle. She loves to treat Yohan as if he's a child. It's like she does these things on purpose. Yohan, you know, I didn't tell him, but I feel like, well, he should have just known.
Really had a lot more stuff with me than I normally do when I come for 2 weeks. So I'm not surprised that my bags don't fit in the car. I'm surprised that when Yohan picks me up,
I do not know why she is surprised. I don't think that she's even surprised. I sometimes feel like she does these things on purpose just to have a reason to nag at him. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, just so you know, yeah, so boom, I don't have I'm coming with more things. It's not rocket science. Like, really and truly, it's not rocket. Anyway, sorry. Definitely taking a little bit close to heart. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just saying though, man, most of the time, ladies, you need to realize that men's mind are somewhere else, to be honest with you. Sometimes our common sense is, or what you think should be our common sense, but sometimes it's not even our common sense, it's just that what you're asking for, we just can't think of. But anyway, we love to live in the fairies. Like, let's just put this out there, you know what I mean? But let's continue. But not all men, of course. And also, not all women are like this. But yeah, let's continue.
No, mi amor. Yo manejar, es mi cosas.
Por eso, yo la amarré, yo voy a conducir.
Yo tengo más.
So, you know, Yohan obviously wants to drive the car. He's the one that drove the car there to pick her up. He's obviously now packed the whole flipping car, both from the inside and the outside. But Danielle's like, yeah, no, I'm going to drive because, you know, well, I'm the one with more experience. I mean, to be honest with you, I find it quite strange when people actually have a discussion or fall out over who's driving. Is it really ever that deep? I mean, don't get me wrong. For me personally, I prefer to drive, you know, because if I don't drive, I will fall asleep on the passenger chair. And at the same time, I don't even mind falling asleep in the passenger chair. Sometimes you could be in the seat, you could be in the car with people that just don't want you to sleep because, you know, I'll be lonely. I'll have no one to talk to. But you can't, you know what I mean? But either way, though, I'm happy with whether I drive or not. Listen, my rule is very simple. It's very, very simple, okay? If you want me to stay away from the journey, I'll drive. If you don't mind me falling asleep, I'll be passenger. There you go. Good as well. I'm good either way, you know what I mean? So but either way, though, you know, with Danielle, it's all about making Yohan feel so little because she's saying that she should drive because she has more experience. This goes back to Emily and Kobe before. She's like, well, I've been driving in America. You don't know what it's like to drive here. So, yeah, I'm going to drive. You know what I mean? And you know, remember how Emily made Kobe feel like absolute garbage? You know what I mean? The difference here is that Danielle does anything possible to make Yohan feel as if he's a child, as if he's, you know, below her, as if she's this person. Honestly, I just don't know why she's even with him because she doesn't respect him. I thought one of the reasons women fall in love with a man and one of the reasons why women want to marry a man and be with a man is because, well, they respect him. One of the very key reasons is respect. But with Danielle, on the other hand, it's all about, you know, putting him in his place like a child. I guarantee too that she doesn't even have the same discipline for her own bloody child. Doubt it.
Lo que yo tengo que hacer, lo que el hombre tiene que hacer en la relación. Yo tengo un pene, sí. Sí, yo.
So Yohan, I mean, honestly, the fact that he's talking about penis is hilarious to me. But you know, he's making it clear that as a man, you gotta let me, you know, take charge. You gotta let me do things, you know, that a man should be doing in a relationship. But sadly for you, Yohan, Danielle doesn't see you as a man. That is the problem here.
Yo soy el del pene, pero yo soy el hombre.
I don't think having a penis impacts your ability to do things.
Okay, before we continue here, right? I can't believe we're even at this stage where we're actually having to listen to a conversation such as this. Like, this is so bizarre to me.
If anything, it prevents you from being able to do things with any kind of intelligence or logic because the penis is a thinking tool, but not necessarily an effective one.
What do you say to that? I mean, what do you say? I mean, don't get me wrong. Yohan was just trying to, I think he went about his point very wrong, to be honest with you, you know. He was just trying to say, I mean, the way he sat there, he said, you know, obviously in a relationship, you got to let a man do his thing, especially, you know, given that I have the penis. I mean, I don't know how that makes sense. I don't know what Yohan was thinking when he said that personally. And I also don't know what Danielle was thinking when she responded to that, to be honest with you. They're talking as if a penis has brain cells. Like, let's be real, man. Let's not mess about here. We all know that if a man thinks of his penis, well, then he ends up having tons of babies with different baby mums. You know what I mean? Or he catches bad things, or he gets himself some sort of toxic trouble. So to be honest with you, I was taken back by this. But I just wanted to share this part because I want to see if anyone can make sense out of this bit here because I really can't make sense why penis is so relevant to the conversation about him being a man, because I'm pretty sure when you're supposed to be talking about allow me to be the man in a relationship, what you mean is allow me to do the things that men would normally do in a relationship, and that would be, for example, let me, you know, pick you up from the airport, let me pack the car, and then let me drive you home. Okay, let me make sure that you get home safe, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Let me be your guard, your security, all that kind of stuff. And of course, you know, when it comes to their relationship, at the end of the day, Danielle's always overstepping anything that he does. He's trying to provide for the family like a man is supposed to do, and like how a man is supposed to do based on how life has always been until, of course, equality and women started to be able to get paid and I get paid more than men, all that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, do you have the ability to be the traditional man in today's society? Yes, if you're with someone that wants that, but no, if you're with someone who doesn't want that. And for Yohan, he needs to wake up and recognize that Danielle isn't really someone that wants that. Even if she says that she wants that, she doesn't, because she doesn't treat him as if he's a man. Do you know what I mean? She treats him as if he is her own little pet, and he is her own little project that she's trying to mold in the way she wants him to be. And this is a problem with some women in this world This is the problem with some women in this world, despite whether they are older or not. But the problem with some women in this world is they love to try and mold a guy. And I think women who are older, who do want to mold a guy, are probably worse than women who are slightly younger, because, you know, they're like, I've got all the experience. But at the same time, that it does happen with men too, you know, who do try and mold a girl. But predominantly men that are older like to get women that are younger so they can mold them in their own little thing. It's just weird, man. Like, A relationship should never be based on anyone trying to change someone, anyone trying to mold anyone. A relationship should be based on the fact that I bring these qualities, you bring these qualities, I bring these faults, you bring these faults. The question is, okay, can your qualities help me with my faults, and can my qualities help you with your faults? You know what I mean? And most importantly, all that put together, are we a unit? Like, people just don't know what a relationship is like. It's not rocket science. I mean, it's not an easy thing. A relationship is definitely work, but it's not rocket science what the fundamentals are. But anyway, you guys let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're thinking down below. Obviously, like I said before, Danielle continues to belittle him, continues to treat him as if he's a puppet, and it is quite sad to see. Yohan needs to grow a set of balls. I mean, Yohan, the man with the penis, he needs to grow a set of balls and really, put him in a place. Say, listen, man, if you don't start showing me some respect, this relationship is gonna have to end. Like, you know what I mean? Why waste time? But anyway, thank you so much for your time. Please don't forget to like, sub, and of course,